Hey guys, welcome back. We're on another book now. This time it is Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. And this book came to me by providence because I have been seeing this book all over the place, and I've known about this book for a very long time. But it's never called to me like it's been calling to me for the past month and a half or so. And so I decided I'm going to get it from the library, and you know me, I decided, so I start looking it up. There's a wait. Great, whatever. It'll come to me when it needs to come to me. But immediately when I press hold, a little pop-up window comes up and it says, hey, there's this other edition that you can possibly get it sooner. Would you like to change it for that edition? I'm like, cool. Press that. Not even 24 hours later, it's in my house, in my possession, and we are ready to go on to the next book. Okay, so this book, everything that I have read about it has been that it's magical, mystical, and something that is very foundational to the mystical world. And I'm one chapter in, and I will tell you there is a lot of magic happening. But I want to start off with chapter 1. And I'm not going to go every single chapter in the book, but I am going to bring my insights and the relevant parts of the book that I found to be important when you are reading this book. So we've got chapter 1, and right from chapter 1, whoa, like there's a lot of magic happening. There's a lot of stuff that really, for me, when you take a look at it through the lens of imprinting, meaning everything that happens before you're the age of 7, before you're the age of 9, like when you are a child and your mind is formulating, that could happen. I can already see how it has impacted this person's life from what I very little know about them. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys a paragraph and then we're going to talk about it. Okay, this is the last paragraph of the book, the chapter, not the book, the chapter. Okay, it was just an extraordinary accident and not an answer to your prayer. If the other kite comes to you, then I shall believe. Sister's dark eyes conveyed more amazement than her words. I continued my prayers with intensity. A forcible tug by the other player resulted in the abrupt loss of his kite. It headed toward me, dancing in the wind. My helpful assistant, the cactus plant, again secured the kite string in the necessary loop by which I could grasp it. I presented my second trophy to Uma. Indeed, Divine Mother listens to you. This is all too uncanny for me. She bolted away like a frightened fawn. So in this chapter, he's talking about these formulative years where these extraordinary things have happened, and nobody was there to tell him, I mean, besides his sister, that like, no, it's just luck, it's just providence, it's just coincidence. You know, his parents were like, no, this is very much a very spiritual thing that you can control with your mind, with your essence, your spirit. And so even from an early age, he never had the bias of, oh, it's something external from me that is controlling these things. He always fundamentally believed that in us, there is something that can control outwardly. If you want it enough, if you believe enough, if you put enough faith, prayer, and energy into this thing, then you can achieve it. So how does this play in? So I was actually watching, I love this podcast. So if you happen to catch Mayim Bialik, the girl who played Blossom, for people who are my age, but also Amy Farrah Fowler from The Big Bang Theory, that if you happen to watch her podcast, she was actually just on with somebody who wrote this book called The Big Toe, which is a theory of everything. So the guy was talking about how he was learning about remote viewing. Now, remote viewing is when, let's say I'm here and there's like a partition here and somebody on the other side of it showing a card, and I can remote view what he's holding up, and I can tell you, hey, he's holding up this thing. So he's talking about remote viewing and how he came about it and how he learned about it. And he was talking about how his teacher said that, give me a child and I can teach them remote viewing in a week. Give me a teenager, it'll take 2 weeks. Give me an adult, it'll take 3 weeks. Because inherently, over the years, our biases, our experiences, other people, the things that we learn and the things that we are, putting into our brain are preventing us from believing that there's something that is supernatural. And I'm not talking about like extraterrestrial. I'm talking about supernatural, like abilities beyond what we can physically explain with science. I'm talking about remote viewing. I'm talking about tarot card reading, aura reading, or whatever it is that you want to ascribe it to, like even manifestation, which is what this person is talking about in their life. So, he was like, oh, let's manifest these 2 kites. And his sister was like, yeah, that's not going to happen. He's like, watch me. And boom, he does the first one. And his sister's like, no, that's luck. And he's like, no. Boom, watch me. Does the second one. Because when he was very, very young, his parents instilled in him, no, you can control the world with your mind, your energy, and all this stuff. So he very much, and like the sister witnessing this was like, holy shit, this is real, and got spooked by it and runs off. And to me, it's indicative of the society that we live in, where everything that we have tells us, don't trust, what you see. Don't trust everything on the external. Don't trust it. It's very much like what do you feel? Do you, like, even thinking about, oh, have you ever left your house and thought maybe I should bring an umbrella? And you're like, nah, whatever. But then it fucking rains and you're just like, oh my God, I should have brought it. Or, man, I'm thinking about this person, and boom, 10 minutes later they call you. Like these things that we just ascribe as coincidence or luck or wow, that's just a crazy thing that just happened. Like we do not believe that we are the creators of that incident. We are the creators of how that happened. So in this book, like I think it starts off very well with setting the stage, how he does not have that bias. He does not have that in him. It was not instilled in him, or it wasn't taken away from him that he has this ability. And we all have this ability. Like just think about the examples I just gave you. So it's more about setting the stage and being like, okay, this person has had these extraordinary manifestation abilities. Okay, this is where it started. This is how it started. These instances that happened in his formative years were very much a part of, him not having that blockage. And we have to train that blockage out of ourselves. We have to work towards overcoming the disbelief that we can control our reality, that we have to overcome the disbelief in ourself, in our worth, in our abilities, in everything that's about us. We have to overcome these things that have been instilled in us since we were a kid, since we were teens, since, forever ago, because that is what society has taught us in terms of, our abilities. Now, I highly recommend buying the book, okay? Biography of a Yogi, Paramahansa Yogananda. Go to the library and get it. I'm going to put it in the description. I'm also going to put in the description my book, which is about journaling. I'm going to give you guys techniques on how to do it. It's been crucial for my journey, especially. And a link to my podcast if you guys want to watch, or if you guys want to watch it, it's here on YouTube. But if you also want to listen to it, it's on wherever you can find a podcast. It's called Mindset Matters More. And we delve really into this more thoroughly, if you will. I get into the nitty gritty, but here I'm going to give you guys some of the highlights of this book. And I hope you guys join me for this journey. I hope you guys liked my last journey, and this one's going to be equally as powerful, okay? Love you guys.